Welcome to the 20th episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast, the podcast where four friends talk about their world love for sports. My name is Josh, and today I am joined by my good friends Blake, Tristan, and Matt. If you guys already don't follow us on social media, make sure to do so. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Fourth Inning Pod. I'm now going to give the floor to Matt, as he's going to give you guys a breakdown of some of the top performances in sports from the past week.
Thank you, Josh. I'm going to hop right into it with the NFL. Pretty busy week for all sports. I'm going to start with the NFL. Hop into the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs and Pittsburgh Steelers are both leading the AFC at 11-1, closely followed by the 9-3 Bills and Browns. I never thought I'd see the Browns at 9-3.
I would say the same.
Yeah, me too. They're just winning the games that they need to win.
Yeah,
They started off maybe a little. Oh, Josh.
No, I'm talking about a different team. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, okay. They started off, winning games, but it didn't seem legit, and now they're starting to win some bigger games and
Against good teams too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're starting to
Titans.
definitely look a lot better. That first half was pretty crazy. Baker Mayfield showed what he could be, and and they're just bringing it all together now, and but without OBJ, which is huge.
And I think the Chiefs have finally emerged as the top team in the NFL.
Yeah, and I don't think
Yep.
there's a debate.
And that's pretty clear now,
yeah, there's no
considering the
debate
Steelers lost to the football team.
Hey,
They
they're
lost
gonna
to a
win.
team
They're
that doesn't
taking-
have a
they're taking-
mascot.
They're taking the NFC East.
Sorry, the division
Good.
winner football team.
The New York Jets
So close.
Oh
stay
my God.
winless
They're
in their
so
pursuit
close.
of the first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, boy.
Wow.
I think the defensive coordinator really wanted to see Trevor Lawrence in a Jets uniform.
Yeah.
What
next
was that?
year.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was the corner's name? Lamar Jackson? I think
Oh,
that was
I
his
don't
name.
know.
What?
Was
I
it
think
really?
the corner's name was Lamar Jackson.
How stupid you're gonna sound if that's wrong.
No, I think it was.
He just left the guy. He just stood there.
It ain't,
watched
it
him
ain't,
go
it ain't
past
that,
him.
It ain't the big one. It ain't the
It's
big
not.
Lamar
It's not the
Jackson.
big Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it was Lamar
Wow.
Jackson.
Wow.
There's two Lamar Jacksons.
He came out with the quote saying that play is not going to define my career, but in my eyes, yes, that is going to define his career because that's the only time I've ever heard of Lamar Jackson,
Yep.
the cornerback.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think they blitzed 8 guys on that play.
They did.
Really.
8 guys.
They did the cover zero, as they say.
Yes,
The cover
they
zero.
did the cover 0.
I'm going to move
Wow.
on now to the NFC. The New Orleans Saints keep control of the NFC at 10-2, followed by the hot 9-3 Packers and the 8-4 Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the Rams going to win that division.
Yeah, Seahawks lost a tough one to the Giants and Colt
Yeah.
McCoy. Oh,
MVP race got
M-
hot with Colt McCoy.
Yes. He did.
Oh boy, he looked
Wow.
like an MVP against the suspect Seahawk. Oh boy, the suspect Seahawk defense. That's a lot of S's right there. And as a usual weekly occurrence, the Washington football team and New York Giants are tied for first in the NFC East. Both are hitting their stride and have records of 5-7.
And speaking of the NFC East, Carson Wentz getting benched for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that move.
I
yeah.
love that move.
Yep.
Time
I
to
think
move
it's a good
on, I
move.
think, if you're Philadelphia.
I can't believe he went from an MVP candidate to one of the worst quarterbacks in the league in 4 years.
Wentz,
basically.
yeah, he started
Yeah,
the
oh,
year
yeah.
5th in MVP odds.
So did he win Rookie of the Year?
Carson Wentz, I don't
I don't
so.
think so.
Who did win that year?
I don't know.
That was the same draft as Jared Goff, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
So
Jared
it
Goff
might have been
win it.
close.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
But I know his rookie year was crazy, so.
It might have been him.
Maybe. And that'll wrap up the NFL. I'm going to move on to college football now. This week's top 4 in the playoff rankings stay unchanged, with Alabama at number 1, Notre Dame at 2,
The top 6, I guess
Clemson
you
at
could say.
3, and Ohio
Yep.
State at 4. Yes, top 6 are the same. But in a pretty confusing ranking to me, Cincinnati drops to number 8 behind a 2-loss Iowa State.
I hate it.
And missing a week
Wow.
can hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Iowa State deserves.
No, they definitely don't.
Also, that BYU Coastal Carolina game.
Probably game of the year, in my opinion.
I think. Yeah. Right now, I think that is the game of the year.
Yes, I was actually
Crazy
that's,
finish.
That's next on my list. Number 13
Nice,
Coastal
nice.
Carolina beats number 18 BYU in one of the best games of the year.
Like 1.5, 2 yards short from BYU winning that game.
Yeah, I mean, what was that, Friday night?
No,
Saturday.
It was Saturday.
night.
Saturday
Oh,
night. Yeah.
That was. I'm so
Appalachian
glad.
State was Friday night
Yes.
with the
Oh,
bad snap
yeah.
and everything like that.
That was fun.
That was funny. The intentional safety.
Yeah, intentional safety.
Intentional safety.
I can't say
'Cause
I've
they-
seen that before.
They didn't trust the long snapper. And some more news in college football. Tristan's team, Michigan, canceled
Nice.
its game against Blake's team, Ohio State, this week, which highly weakens Ohio State's playoff chances.
It does.
How are we feeling, boys?
They got to schedule someone. Because as of now, they're not having
They
it.
need
can.
to.
How we feeling, Blake?
What?
I don't know if the
I'm
Big
feeling
Ten.
good, but
I guess you have Notre Dame.
The Big
still.
Ten. I don't know if
Yeah.
they'll let them go like outside the conference and play like A&M or someone,
I
but
don't think they will.
Purdue is playing Indiana, and Purdue's COVID cases are starting to rise, so they might get a rematch against Indiana.
If Ohio State, if they don't play at all this week, wouldn't that eliminate them from the Big Ten
As of
championship?
now,
yeah, but
And,
the
well,
Big Ten's going to change the rule. Even the
yeah.
Michigan
They'll
athletic
they'll change it
director
for
said
Ohio
they
State.
should
But
change
I'll
it.
tell you what, if they play Indiana again, if they win that game, then they might. It's going to be hard for the committee to not put them in
Yeah.
the playoff
Yes, I know.
after beating that Indiana team twice.
I would like to see a potential Northwestern versus Indiana Big Ten.
That would be a good
championship.
game.
It would be a good game. It would be better than Ohio State versus.
Yeah, because Ohio State's just going to roll right through them.
Exactly. And
I think Indiana's gonna roll right through them. Also, I mean, Indiana's.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know.
No.
What?
Without Penix,
you're gonna-
I don't
if
think
you're-
they will.
if you're gonna
Indiana hasn't looked like a top 10 team as against Ohio State, and they looked like a top 10 team there.
So you're saying that Ohio State and Indiana have very similar offenses?
What? Not necessarily.
Okay, then.
Well,
But Indiana last week did look good without their quarterback. They played really well without him.
Also, it's tough for an opposing team to scout out what the backup quarterback's
Yeah.
going to do because there's just no film on him. So it's always a guessing game until the third quarter, fourth quarter. That's when you find out what the scheme is with the new quarterback. So
Yes.
Yes.
Moving
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Moving
he
on.
does it every time. He
very
does it.
good, Matt.
Yes.
Moving on to my
You
last
just catch
part.
him off guard.
He's a good time killer.
It's a great transition. I'm going to move on to
Yes.
college basketball
Yes.
now.
Yes.
The Big Ten versus ACC Challenge started Tuesday night, with the Big Ten winning 6 of 7 games. This just shows Big Ten one of the, I guess, the best conference in basketball.
Yeah, I think
Does
so.
it?
I think so. Yes.
I think they are.
Yeah.
The
They are
best
the best
conference.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
SEC ain't the best.
Yes.
It's not ACC, clearly. And then
Hey,
No.
Do you love
Hey,
to see
what?
it? Hey, Blake.
big fan of the Big Ten.
Some,
Yeah, me too.
Some other games that happened in this challenge, you could say Illinois. I would say they crushed Duke, and
Yeah.
Iowa rolled over
Big
North
win.
Carolina.
Huge.
Both
huge
huge games.
wins. Yeah.
We love to see these results. I love to see these.
Yeah,
these
Duke
results.
is not that good this year.
Iowa. Wow. I mean, Luka Garza.
I didn't think
They can't
oh,
be
wait,
stopped.
Luka Garza didn't have a great game, but
I
guess-
think that only makes that team look better.
yes, the local boy CJ Frederick. Wow, he impressed.
It's a scary team.
Yeah,
That's just-
it's good when you're by far the best player in the country. Doesn't even have to play well for you to win games, big
Yes.
games.
Another what?
Yes.
Another big game, especially around here. Xavier and UC played in the annual crosstown shootout, with Xavier winning by 8 points in a great game.
yeah, that Scruggs kid absolutely took over.
Scruggs,
I
yeah.
absolutely took over that second half. Xavier's legit. Are they 6-0?
They are 6-0. They're not ranked though.
They will be.
They
They
should
will
be.
be ranked.
They
So-
should be.
They're a team to watch out for once March comes. They got some shooters. That's
I would
for
say
sure.
so.
And also some local news. Kentucky is in great news. Lost to Georgia Tech by 17, thus making them 1-3 and unranked for the first time in a while.
Yeah, this might be the best Kentucky team we've seen since the
I mean,
Anthony
I don't
Davis
think,
team.
I don't
Yeah.
think you need to care much about those 3 losses when you have that big win over Morehead State.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
huge. That was huge.
You can
It's-
lose, you can afford to lose
It's
a couple
a
games.
shame.
after that.
It's a shame they recanceled the Detroit Mercy game.
Oh, that would have been a game changer for
That
the
would
season.
have been a real game changer. That could be the difference between a 2 and a 1 seed this tournament. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Aha.
Obviously,
they're gonna look back on that
obviously,
game.
I am
Yes.
being
Yes.
yes. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. They're terrible. Let's hope Camp Cal can whip them into shape.
Hey,
I
they're
will.
playing Notre Dame at the right time, huh?
No, they
Yeah.
aren't. I wish they played Notre Dame any time other than this year. But we won't talk about that. That'll wrap up
Hey,
this week.
we only care about one game though. That's the Louisville game.
That is the Louisville game.
That's the only game I care about.
only
There you go.
game I care about. We could lose every game this season if we beat Louisville.
Yes.
Oh, I
right.
mean,
I would be
I don't
totally.
know about that.
I
You-
swear.
You got, something, you got
Alright.
something to say about every game, so.
Yes, but
Yeah, it's
still,
different for you.
The Louisville game is by far the most important game. And with that will wrap up this week in sports. I will pass it on now to Blake for podcast predictions.
Thank you, Matt. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a hybrid. It's podcast predictions, but you could call it a Let's Rank It. But we're going to do top 5 NBA rookies to watch out for this year. So we're going to predict the best rookies. So at number 5, I'm going to start it off with Deni Avdija. I think he's one of the most NBA-ready players in the draft. He's one of the most complete.
What team is he on? Sorry.
The Wizards.
Wizards.
And there's already talk that he might get a starting spot in his rookie year on that team. I think he is definitely somebody you need to watch out for. Coming from Israel, I think he came
It
from.
is Israel.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt.
No,
Oh,
I'll go.
Tristan.
I'll go.
Tristan, nice.
Number 5, I'm going with Obi Toppin here. Great pickup for the Knicks. I think he scares me going into the NBA here because I don't know if he's gonna perform all that well and be a good player.
Well, you
But-
got him at 5.
Yeah,
Could be
I do.
fearful of a
But
bust, yes.
that's the good side of him. That's the
Yes.
part that doesn't scare me.
Yes.
Josh, what do you have at 5?
At 5, I have a little tough name to say. Udoka Azubuike, Kansas,
Wow.
former Kansas center. He's now on the Jazz. One of those guys who gets almost every board that goes up. Can't shoot for anything, but he's a phenomenal player in the paint. He'll definitely be getting a lot of minutes from the bench and under the wing of Rudy Gobert. I definitely think this is a player to watch out for in this year's season.
I like that. I think that's a really
Yes.
underrated pick. He was
Yes.
really good at Kansas. Number 5, I have Patrick Williams. He was
Wow.
what?
What?
This was a shocker on
Yeah,
draft
it's
night.
a little. That's.
Yeah, it's understandable. He was pretty great at Florida State. Even though he was a 6th man, he really contributed well to that team. He has a lot of upside. That's why I see that, or that's why I could see that he's so high on
Very
the
a
list.
lot of floor too. Though. Pretty low floor.
Yeah, pretty low floor, but
It's the risky take.
it is risky.
It's about risk and reward, right, Matt?
Risk and reward.
That's what it's
yes.
all about.
The name of the game.
All right, number 4. I'm gonna have Tristan's pick here up 1. I have Obi Toppin. The Naismith Player of the Year winner last year, and he got taken 8. He got taken 8, I think, somewhere around.
It was
there.
8 or
Yeah,
9,
I
I
think
believe.
Yeah, and
It's the Knicks.
Yeah, he's on the Knicks. So, anytime you're on the Knicks, you're probably going to get minutes when you're one of the best players coming out of the draft. And this isn't any different than any other time. He's definitely going to get a lot of minutes, and he was dominant at Dayton, carried that team to be one of the best teams in the country. And I think he'll just do nothing but perform in the NBA.
Number 4, I'm going with Killian Hayes. Got drafted
Nice.
by the Pistons.
I like that.
He was
I like that.
he's a really great pickup for them because they need a good solid point guard.
They got Derrick Rose,
Um,
MVP Derrick Rose.
Phew. Well, Killian Hayes, they named him the starting point guard the other day, and I think he's really going to prove himself and be good in the NBA.
At number 4, I have the number 1 overall pick. Don't want to be too lame, but you got to put him on the list. Anthony Edwards out of Georgia. I think on that Timberwolves team, he's going to be a key piece, and I think he'll be. I think he may be not the final piece they need, but one of the key pieces they need to potentially sneak into the playoffs this year.
Number 4, I have Obi Toppin from the University of Dayton. As Blake said, great player, lots of potential, can really expand the court, shoot the 3. Really impressed me. Did he win the Naismith Player of the Year?
We know what you said. Yeah, he did.
And I think
what you meant.
I think that'll transition right into the NBA. Very
All
well.
right, number 3, didn't do the same thing as last time with Tristan. I have Killian Hayes
Nice.
from France. I think he is one of the most underrated rookies coming out of this draft class. As Tristan said, he's already gotten that starting spot. But if Derrick Rose gets dealt before the season, I think that only higher his chances of rookie of the year favorite. And I think he's definitely somebody people need to watch out for.
Yep. Number 3, I'm going with Anthony Edwards.
Nice.
Huge player out of Georgia. He is huge, but
Well, yeah.
number
Not that big.
He's a guard. He's a guard.
He's the number 1 overall pick by the Timberwolves, and I think he's going to be a huge addition for them. Like Josh said, he's not going to be the key piece, but he's one of the main pieces they need
Definitely
to
gonna fill that
sneak into the
backcourt.
playoffs.
Yes. Similar to Blake's pick at 3, I also have Killian Hayes,
I love that pick.
6'5" point guard. His dribble drive is probably top tier, one of the best players off that in the draft, and he can also shoot from the outside. So I think he's definitely one of the top rookies to watch out for, and potentially, I think this kid's a potential all-star in the next 5 years.
I like that, especially because I do also have Anthony Edwards
I like
at
that
3.
Matt, I said Killian Hayes.
Oh,
What
really?
did you say?
I thought you said Anthony Edwards.
No,
said
No,
Anthony.
I
Oh,
said Anthony
Matt.
Edwards.
Oh, well.
Hey,
It's
it
But regardless, both.
It's
yeah,
okay.
Both. They
Yeah.
can both shoot. They can both drive.
Yes, they're hard to get or hard to guard off the ball.
I mean, yeah,
Anthony Edwards, yeah.
it's hard to get a player like that.
Good.
It
He
is.
was really good at Georgia. Also, I could see that transitioning into the NBA. I think he will be a pretty key piece.
All right, number 2. I have the number 2 overall pick, James Wiseman, going to the Warriors. I mean, this guy was just a monster for the little amount of he played at Memphis. But he's huge. He's dominant, and I think he'll do nothing but dominate in the paint over in Golden State.
Yeah, Blake, you basically covered it all. I got James Wiseman here, number 2 overall pick. He's another key piece for the Warriors, but I don't know if he'll play all that much this season right now. But in the future, he's going to be a huge player to look out for.
Well, at number 2, I also have James Wiseman, but I know for a fact that he will start day 1. I know for a fact he's going to.
Why won't he play much?
I just don't think he will. Well, he's going to play, but he's not going to. He's not going to be that good
start.
This season.
Number 2 draft pick out of Memphis. I think this is probably the best pickup you can get in the draft, considering that the Warriors already have the pieces they need.
Yes,
getting
the
Curry.
only thing they needed.
Yeah. Well, they lost Thompson, which sucks.
Oh yeah,
because that was
yeah.
But I think if they had Thompson, this would definitely be a top 3 seed. Top 3.
Yeah, they'd definitely be back to finals favorites.
But regardless, I think Wiseman is going to be huge for them. He's the big man they've been looking for since, I don't know, Andrew Bogut.
Yeah,
Andrew Bogut. I mean, they have Draymond Green, which is also a great player to learn under, I guess you could say. So yeah, Wiseman's going to contribute day 1. He's going to be a great player for them. I love this pick by the Warriors.
Number 2, I have a very electric, very exciting player, LaMelo Ball. What was he, the number 3 overall pick in the draft?
Yeah.
He is the most NBA-ready player on this list with a lot of pro experience. He's a heck of a shooter, big, has a lot of speed, a very great passer. Number 2 on my list. Love him.
All right, Matt, I'm gonna have LaMelo Ball at number 1 for rookies to watch out for. He's taken 3 overall by the Hornets. I think he's one of the most NBA-ready players in the draft. He's been playing pro, playing well overseas in the other pro leagues. And I think he's just gonna be ready for the competition is definitely a step up in the NBA, but I think he'll be ready for it, and I think he'll definitely be somebody to watch out for on the Hornets.
Yep, you guys both basically covered it. Like you both said, he's the best NBA ready player right now, and he's another key piece for that team. Josh?
Number 1, also have LaMelo Ball. I think, is he 6'7"?
6'7", yeah.
6'7" point guard. He can shoot. He can drive. He can pass. He can do all the above. The most ready NBA player or rookie in this year's draft. This kid's gonna be good.
Number 1. We flopped our 1 and 2. I have James Wiseman. He got snubbed out of his college season because of an injury, but what I've seen.
No, he didn't. He
Yeah,
opted out.
He opted out.
Oh.
He got hurt 1 year.
Oh, and then
the
opted
next
out.
year he opted out.
Oh, and then he went to the draft.
And
well,
he said, I'm getting ready for the NBA draft.
Oh, well, he got snubbed of what he had with his injury. Then he opted out.
That's why I said the little amount of time.
Yeah, he is dominant. He has one of the highest ceilings in the draft. What I've seen from his highlight mixtapes, very big.
Yeah. Those are something to go.
He also has one of the highest floors in the draft.
Yes,
so that's always a recipe for success.
He gives me some Zion William vibes. I think.
Jeez, I don't know about that.
No,
he's good.
Zion.
What? Some Zion William vibes.
What?
Very
the
different.
dunking?
The dunking is
different.
That's about it.
Different players.
That's about it.
Different players.
But he can shoot. He can shoot.
Yeah.
You always love big man that can.
Yeah.
Shoot,
James Wiseman is not. Well, it doesn't look anything like it. He's a lot lankier. He's built, but he's a lot lankier.
It's hard to play in the NBA without shooting threes nowadays. Even Anthony Davis is shooting threes, and James Wiseman can do just that. He has a ton of potential, high ceiling, pretty high floor. That's why I love him at number 1.
Oh yeah. Do we have a break?
Yeah, we have a break.
Okay. All right. And after the break, I'm going to hand it off to Josh for some matchup mania.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast, to Matchup Mania. It has been a while since I brought this segment out, but of course we can only do it before the season starts.
Yes.
So today we're going to be focusing on NBA matchups coming up in the season. Schedule was released just a few weeks. Was it last week?
I think so.
It was recently. So we're going to be talking about some key matchups that have been released and some key matchups that we think could determine even some seeding come playoff time. First matchup, we have the Clippers versus Lakers, the Battle of L.A. happening December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, obviously. I think the Lakers take this game. I think the additions they made this offseason are going to really help them. I think they're going to win Banner 18 this year. I think they're going to go back-to-back.
I have to
I
agree
think they
with you.
could, yeah.
Lakers are taking this one. I don't think it's very close. Lakers are the most talented team in the NBA. 20-point win.
20-point win.
It's hard to
Jesus.
predict something like that when 82 games in the season.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna have to agree. The Lakers. I also think they're going back to back. They have by far the most full team in the league. I mean, they won last year and they just made more additions. Now they have 2 6-man of the year candidates coming off their bench, and I just think they're gonna be dominant this year, and they definitely take a win over the Clippers.
Yeah, we got a clean sweep here. They're just looking really good. I also think that they'll go back to back this year. They had some key additions. It's really going to help them here.
I think Montrezl Harrell was probably the biggest signing of the offseason.
Yeah.
Simply due to the fact that he was brought to a team that is already champions, and he was 6th man of the year for the Clippers. So that was just huge. All right, our next matchup happening on December 26th, the Nets versus Celtics. Kyrie's return to Boston. You can say this is biased, but I don't care. I think the Celtics win this game, but my reasoning because of that is it's early in the season. Nets haven't really played with each other at all due to the injuries they've had. So I think the Nets will be really good, but I think it's going to take some time for them to really play as a team. I think the Celtics win this game early in the year.
I have to agree with you here. Celtics are winning. Love the Celtics. I'm rolling with the Celtics this year.
I like that.
I like Josh's take on the not the inexperience, but the lack of team chemistry that they could have.
Hey, baby!
We love this part of the episode.
We love this part of the episode.
Love this part of the episode. Alrighty.
Calculator guy.
Yeah. Oh, let me get it out. The calculator.
If we have any new viewers here, this is the joke of the week. I tell a pretty hilarious joke if I can be honest.
I'd say so.
Oh, don't build it up now. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
come on now.
worse. You can't build it
No,
up.
it's part of the delivery. He
It
needs
is
to.
a part of the delivery. I need to do it.
You're
I
already
need to
at
build
2 points.
I
You're
need
already
to
2 points.
build the confidence with
It's
myself.
like you're already at 3 points.
Are we
right
ready?
now.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why
Wait.
is
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes.
yes? Why is suntanning not an Olympic sport?
Why?
don't know.
Because the best you can ever get is bronze.
Oh, God.
It wasn't funny. That was the silence. The silence.
Oh,
The
no,
silence
man.
got to me.
Bronze? Come on. Come on now. That's so funny.
Don't try and get pity points now.
I personally thought that was funny.
I thought it was good. It just wasn't.
It
just wasn't like-
It just wasn't good.
was
It was
another
good,
one of
but
those-
not good.
Yeah, Blake, you can start us off. It was a thoughtful joke. It wasn't a funny joke.
5.6.
5.1.
7-1.
7.
Hey.
I like that.
Thank you. I
I like
appreciate it.
17.8. Almost
17.8.
Not bad.
almost got to your 20 that you said you were
Almost.
reaching
I
for.
like that.
That's the goal every week.
It just
to get to
wasn't
20.
funny, but it was a good.
It was a-
It was a good.
Thought provoker. Yes.
Yes.
And I will. Well, actually, I was done. I think the Celtics are gonna win. I'll bring it back in. Blake, what you got?
I also have the Celtics winning this game. I think the Celtics match up very well with the Nets. I think most of the players on that Celtics team are just gonna develop even more. Jason Tatum's gonna be an MVP candidate this year. What, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
I think he's gonna.
As a
progress.
Celtics fan, I don't think so.
I'd like to see it.
I
I'd
think
like
he's
to
gonna
see it.
progress a lot.
I mean,
this
yeah.
year.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to see that, but I don't think
And,
Tatum.
I mean,
is
Jalen Brown's just only gonna get better, and
Taco Fall.
Yeah, I think the Celtics. I think the Celtics win this game.
Yeah, another clean sweep here.
nice.
I'm going Celtics here. I think they're going to not blow them out, but beat them decently. Taco Fall. He's
Big
a key player. But anyway, Jalen Brown looking good. Josh.
Yeah. All right. Our next matchup happening on January 18th. Denver Nuggets at the Utah Jazz. I think Denver pulls away with this game. I think Jamal Murray's going to continue to get better. He had one heck of a playoffs last,
yeah.
or not last year, but last season,
Yeah.
I guess you could say. Probably him and Devin Booker and Damian Lillard best performances in the playoffs for sure. Or not the
In the
playoffs,
bubble.
in the bubble.
Yeah.
Because, Suns got robbed at the playoffs, but,
Yeah.
So you hate to see it. They did all they could.
Yeah.
They could. They did. And Luka. Can't forget
Awful.
Luka. He had one heck of a bubble season.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the Nuggets win this game. They get some key rookies. They get some guys back. Michael Porter Jr. is going to be huge for them, and obviously Jokic is going to continue to get better. I got the Nuggets in this game.
I'm gonna have to agree with you here. I think the Nuggets win this. Nuggets are very talented. I think they beat Jazz 6 out of 10 times they play. Jamal Murray, he's gonna he's.
I don't think they play 10 times.
But if, in theory,
You just gave him the benefit of the doubt. You're just like, wait, we'll split the series, but
Yeah.
just give him one extra win.
Jamal Murray's talented. Obviously, they have Jokic. He's very talented as well.
Well, if they're in the NBA, I'm sure they're pretty talented.
They are
Yeah,
extra
true.
talented, I should say.
Nice.
All right. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to agree again. I think Jamal Murray is an all-star this year. Jokic is one of the best players in the NBA, and Michael Porter Jr. is gonna have a big jump in what would be the word? I don't know. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. But he's just gonna progress a ton this year, and I think the Nuggets beat the Jazz.
The Nuggets.
Jesus.
It's all right. I'm actually going with the Jazz here. I think the opposite of Matt. They win 6 out of 10 games, but I think they're gonna pull away with this
Maybe
one.
this is one of the 4.
But
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. I think they're gonna pull away with it.
Alrighty, our next matchup, we got an NBA Finals rematch, Heat versus the Lakers, happening on February 21st. As I mentioned earlier, I think the Lakers are the best team in the NBA by far. But you know what? For the heck of it, I think the Heat win this game.
Hey,
I like it.
I would honestly love the Heat to win this
Revenge
game,
tour.
but the Lakers, they're too talented. The Heat had their run, but I think the Lakers roll with this one.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Matt. I think the Lakers win again. I don't think the Lakers are gonna lose very many games this year, and I think most of the games they lose are just gonna be, flukes.
To the Heat.
What? Yeah, it might be. I think they'll just be when good teams lose, it's usually just a loss here and there, and I think the Lakers are gonna win this game.
I'm going with Heat here. They're coming back on that revenge tour. They're coming for the Lakers.
Facts.
I think they're going to be hot going into this game, and they're going to pull away with the win.
And finally, our last matchup we're going to be focusing on, Nets versus the Clippers, happening on February 22nd. As I mentioned earlier, I think it's going to take time for this Nets team to develop. But I think on February 22nd, this team will be as far developed as they need to be. I think the Nets win this game on the road versus the Clippers team, who's going to be. I think it might be a tough year for the Clippers, losing Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah.
Paul George had tough playoffs. Kawhi is always going to be Kawhi, but regardless,
New coach.
I think it's going to be a shaky year for the Clippers here.
I'm gonna have to say the Clippers win this. Big fan of the Clippers. I like Paul George. I think if we can.
Don't think he has the best chemistry with the team.
I don't think so either. But maybe chemistry aside, maybe they'll beat the Nets.
Yeah, let's keep in mind this is just one game, but it doesn't mean much.
Who knows? I mean, any upset could happen any given day, just like any sport. But I got the Clippers here. It'll be a very, very close game. Maybe like 103 to like 98 or something like that.
Okay.
That's a low-scoring game in the NBA.
It is.
All right. I'm going to agree with Josh here. I think the Nets beat the Clippers. I think it's going to be a rough year for the Clippers. The Nets are one of the most talented teams in the NBA. Doesn't mean they're going to be one of the best, but they might be. I mean, when you have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant on the court at the same time.
And Karis LeVert.
One of the most underrated players in the league, in my opinion. And Joe Harris is going to spread the court. He's
a shooter.
one of the best shooters in the league.
He's a shooter.
Jared Allen is a very decent
looking man.
Yeah, he's a very decent center. And then they have some experience and talent coming off the bench with Spencer Dinwiddie and DeAndre Jordan. I think the Nets are definitely a team to look out for, and they'll get this win over the Clippers.
I'm going with the Nets here. I think, as I said earlier, when they play the Celtics, they'll have a rough start. But about this time, they're going to be playoff ready. They're going to have their team. They're going to be hot, keep winning, and I think they're going to beat the Clippers here.
Alrighty, that wraps up Matchup Mania. After the break, we got On This Day in Sports and a segment of Outside the Box. Welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast. Before I give the floor to Matt for Outside the Box, on this day in sports, December 10th, 2012, Johnny Manziel is awarded the Heisman Trophy, becoming the first freshman to ever win the award. What a great guy.
Where's he at now? Canada?
Couldn't tell you, but we'd love to have him on the show.
We would love to
have Mr. Manziel on the show.
Mr. Manziel, we are big fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
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 Matt?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. With that, I will start Outside the Box. One of my favorite segments, because
It is.
And
I think it's the best.
This is
It
especially.
used to be
It's
a
a
show.
fun one.
This is an especially fun segment because we're talking about top 5 chips.
Yes.
Now, this can be chip flavors or different type of
Just
chips.
chips. We'll keep it
just
chips.
chips in general. Keep
Yeah,
it vague.
there you go.
Yeah.
And that'll be top 5. My number 5. I'm gonna start it off with some Lay's wavy chips.
Ooh.
Can't go wrong
Hot
with this.
take.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty high or pretty low on my list. I'd put them higher, but
That's not what I meant. I meant it was made your list
over
over Ruffles.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
Oh wait, are those
no.
are those
No.
different?
Yeah, they're different. I got wavy Lave chips. I think another company does wavy chips better. I think these are these are
we'll find
so
out
good.
later.
They
You're
have
just
We'll
the
find
big,
out later.
You're just the big
Yeah.
fan of the wavy
they
chips.
have to be on my list. What do you got now, Blake?
Number 5, I'm gonna start it off with a favorite of most people, and that's a nacho cheese Doritos, the original
Oh,
flavor, if you will.
Hey, Blake.
Josh.
Josh,
What do you call cheese that isn't yours?
it's nacho cheese.
Nacho
cheese.
Yes, it is. And yeah, so I have it at 5. They've always been a favorite of mine, and never go wrong.
Number 5, I'm going with Grippos.
I like that pick.
What are Grippos? I don't think I've heard of
The
Grippos
chips.
before.
They're,
the
barbe-
chips.
they're
They're barbecue
but they're
flavored
not- They're
chips.
not like any other barbecue chip.
But they have like a little spice to them.
Yeah,
it's
they get
weird. It's weird, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
I just every time I think of Grippos, I get that feeling in my mouth, and it's so
Yeah,
weird.
I could eat like almost a whole bag
Like, do you
in
know
one
what I'm talking
sitting.
about? Like,
Yeah,
when you
I
think
know.
about eating them, and you like
I know what
your
you
mouth
mean.
salivates.
They're good.
It's weird.
Like,
Hey,
like,
Josh.
No, not like
think-
your mouth waters. Like you get like a weird feeling in it.
On the
Like,
road
think
trip,
about
we'll
Grippos.
eat some Grippos
Yes, while watching
Grip-
Tin Cup.
and loads of Dogtown
on the way to
Alrighty.
Vegas
While eating In-N-Out.
while eating it.
and Grippos.
And
We have,
Grippos.
hey, it's a long trip. We have a
We'll,
lot to
we'll
do.
have to do some cardio in between now and then.
Nah, we're good.
I don't know.
It's
That'll be a
it's our
lot of
break.
unhealthy food. We may have to eat some fruits and veggies.
It is. It
If-
is.
if
it
the
is-
kiddies-
it
if
is.
the
some
kiddies are
carrots.
listening.
It is a celebratory vacation. So.
It is.
Yes.
It'll be
You indulged.
That's when we hit 1 million subscribers.
While drinking ice
a
mountain
million
water.
views.
Wild
Let's get it
treat.
to a million views.
a
Let's,
million views.
1 million views.
Yes.
We'll get the subscribers soon. Don't worry.
500 subscriber, we go to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Who's paying for
Hey,
that?
500,000. I'm saying
Okay,
it now.
okay.
I'm 100% serious.
All right.
500,000 subscriber. We're in Vegas.
We're on the way to
We're going to
Vegas.
Vegas.
We're going to Vegas with no
Vegas,
subscribers,
baby.
baby. I'm going anyways. I'll pay.
Are you paying?
Paying for all of us?
Oh, sweet.
paying-
Thanks,
You're
I'm,
man.
paying for
I'm
every-
not paying if we're
You're
not.
paying-
we can
You're
rent
paying
a
for
car.
travel, food, freaking transportation, and all that stuff.
In
Give
and
me,
out.
give me the gas money and I'll drive all the way down.
Can you even drive legally right now?
No.
I
Yeah.
cannot, but don't worry.
You're one of the two.
I
You're
don't
one of the
plan.
two here that can't even drive.
I
That
don't
doesn't
plan.
make any
I don't
sense.
plan on going to Las Vegas before.
You just said, I'll go
February.
right now. You just said, I'll go right now.
Yeah, but if we get if we somehow get, what is it, 500,000
Well, we'll be monetized.
subscribers?
We'll be monetized by
Yeah,
then.
True,
so-
We'll be monetized by like next week, right?
Yeah, because we're
I don't know about that
we're
one.
right there.
We are right there.
Let's get back to the list now.
Yeah, okay.
My number 5, I have original Pringles, classic, great chip. It's got. Is it on your guys' list? Do you have Pringles
What
on
did
your
you
list?
have?
Not
Pringles?
original.
No.
But original is at number 6.
I think
I'd say.
original is very underrated when it comes to Pringles.
Really good. Very
Matt,
salty.
what do you have? What do you have it for?
Number 4, I have the Doritos, the nacho cheese. Not a big fan of the Cool Ranch. I think nacho cheese. The
Ooh.
original flavor takes the cake.
Wow.
I may
Or
sound
the
like
chip.
I may takes
Yeah.
the chip.
Good one, Blake.
I may sound like an idiot if nacho cheese isn't the original flavor for
It
Doritos.
is the original. Oh wait, no,
It's
I think they might have
I
had just
think
like a
it's-
corn chip, but that was
yeah.
like in the 40s or something.
But man, it is to connect Doritos with another restaurant. It is finger looking good. When you get that powder on your fingers, you kind
Hey,
of
that was,
got to take sanitation out of the option and just lick it up.
Even with COVID, you
Even-
still lick it up.
Yes, I will. That's called risk and reward, and I'll take that risk 7 days a week. Blake, what do you have?
Number 4, I have Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips.
Ooh.
They're a little bit obscure. Not many people talk about Sun Chips, but
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they're very
I know what you're talking
underrated.
about.
They're very good. They got that little ripple that Matt seems to like, and I just think they're very good. Tristan, what's your 4?
And number 4, I'm going with Pringles, sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion.
Really good. I could take down a whole container of those if I really wanted to, but I don't. Josh, what do you have it for?
At number 4, I have original Cape Cod chips. Cape
Cod.
Cod
Oh,
chips.
I
love
thought
Cape
about
Cod chips.
putting that on there. I haven't
Oh,
had it
man,
very
a
much. though.
Costco staple.
Did you guys know I've actually been to the factory where they make these?
Really?
No,
Really?
that's interesting.
They're
Where's
good.
that at? Oh, where do they make these?
This is in New England.
Oh, really?
Is it in Boston?
It's not located
Hey
in
man,
Boston.
can I have chips?
Say your Boston accent.
That was not good.
No, I don't even know how you
Wow.
would say that. How would you say that in a Boston accent, Matt?
I don't know.
I feel like that would just sound normal.
I think people in Boston are normal.
Boston.
Everyone's normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's normal.
We're all
I don't know.
normal.
I don't know what we're trying to get to. Number three, I have Pringles, original Pringles, regular Pringles. I love Pringles.
He
It is-
loves
his
Hey,
Pringles.
Matt, how much do you love Pringles?
Man, I'd get out of breath saying how much I love Pringles. But these are a vacation staple. I love eating these on the airplanes, on the car rides. We will have to pack Pringles on the
Oh,
way
we
to
will.
Vegas.
We
add
will.
to our list.
No,
We
we
should,
will
we
have
should.
to. I will buy like 10 cans, and I'll eat,
Oh,
about four.
wow.
I'll eat about 4 of those cans. I could.
What about the other 6?
Oh, I'll let y'all split it.
Okay.
You
Thank you.
guys can eat 2 each, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's math.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Like-
number 3, I have cheddar and sour cream ruffles. Very good, very flavorful, if you will.
Yeah.
And and I think they're very good. I don't know what else to say.
At number 3, I'm going with spicy sweet chili Doritos.
Mm.
I like spicy like chips. I like spicy
And sweet
things.
chili, apparently.
Yes, chili. Sweet chili is very good, especially on a Dorito chip.
Yeah, especially on a chip. I
Yeah.
can never get
Delicious.
enough chili to chips.
Chili and chips. Yes,
At number 3, I have Sun Chips. Not a specific flavor,
Yes, I love that.
I like
No,
that.
ju-
yeah, I
just-
like that.
but I love all
Many
of their
great
flavors. I
flavors.
love the ripples that Blake mentioned. What's the blue bag?
That might be right. I think it's original.
I think it's
And
just
then-
original.
And then is it cheddar? That's the orange bag.
Harvest cheddar.
Harvest. Those are both my favorite Sun Chips, but I think all of them are great. It's hard to not put them on my list, so that's why I have them at number 3.
Number 2, I have Lay's barbecue chips.
BBQ.
Yes, BBQ. I honestly, this is a hot take for local people. I like these chips more than Grippos. I know.
Wow.
I know.
Is
man.
Grippos a local thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
It's,
it?
I-
it's not really a Kentucky thing, but it's a local thing.
I really do love Grippos. I think they would be 6 on my list, but barbecue Lay's chips, I think I like the sweeter
That
more than the
is
I like the sweet barbecue more than the hot barbecue. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I'm
That
gonna
is so
offend it.
disappointing.
I know I'm gonna offend a few people out there, but if you disagree with me,
I do.
please comment and let me know why.
I'll comment
Blake, you
on-
better
I'll
comment.
comment on
You
the
better comment.
You better
Let's see the
All
comment,
right,
Blake.
number 2, I have Cool Ranch Doritos. I disagree with
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
Also, again, I think that Cool Ranch are better than nacho cheese,
Yep.
obviously.
No.
Fake.
Yes.
And I
Nacho
I,
cheese
Fake
is the way to
news.
go.
It is.
they're both good. They're both top 5. But Cool Ranch takes the chip, right?
Yeah. Too
And
much dip
I
in
have
the
them at
chip.
number 2, and I feel strongly about my number 1.
At number
That's what
2, I'm going with French onion sun chips. One of my
French onion.
yes.
French.
I have
onions?
It's
never
basically
heard of
it's
that.
basically like sour cream and onion, but they just
without
name
the
it
sour
differently.
cream and French.
Yes.
That doesn't come
But
from France.
like the ripple, it's so good. There's so many great flavors of sun
It's
chips.
probably
There's
Killian Hayes' favorite snack.
Yeah.
there's the
Just
harvest. There's the
onions.
cheddar.
There's
The
onion chips
original. The garden salsa is pretty good.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've heard of French onion.
Anyways,
I've heard of the soup.
one of my favorite chips. That's why it's at number 2. Josh, what do you have at 2?
At number 2, I have Ruffles cheddar and sour cream.
I love
chips.
that choice. I love that choice.
If these are at a
I like
party,
it.
I might as well just get a whole plate full of them. These
Road
are,
trip? Are they road trip worthy?
Yeah, they're 100%. I'd say they're
What?
road trip worthy.
Yeah, they're not all. They're, you can't put down a whole. I don't know if I could put down a whole bag of them.
Oh no way! But they
No.
are.
Family size from Costco.
You in Costco? I
Yeah,
Love
he loves
Costco.
his, his,
Hey,
what
make
about
them
his?
family size.
Who's the
bags of
CEO of
He loves his
Costco, you
Costco
know?
turkey.
Mr. CEO, we love
Yeah.
to have you on the show.
Mr. CEO of Costco. We would love to make an outside the box interview.
Regardless,
That-
Ruffles
that'd be good.
cheddar
That'd be
and
nice.
sour cream, great chip. But I still think there is one ahead of it, so you'll have to wait to see.
Number 1.
It's wrong either way.
I'm just no, it's not. It's not wrong. I'm just saying if you think we missed a chip or you really like a chip that's a bit obscure, or obviously if we missed it,
Put us on.
Comment.
If you will,
comment below. DM our social medias. We
Yes.
have Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of
At,
that.
at Fourth Inning Pod.
At Fourth Inning Pod, and I'll go now.
Wait,
number
if they would know about our YouTube because they're only listening on YouTube right now.
That is true.
yes, but
It's
We
easiest-
shall
it's
expand our
easiest to
horizons
just comment
soon.
below.
Yeah,
but
just
if
comment
you wanna,
below.
If you want to get a little more personal, our DMs are open.
yes, we love to have
Hit
conversations.
us up.
We love our fans. But number 1, I have Ruffles right here, right
Original?
now.
Just plain?
Ruffles original.
Ooh.
Best chip out there.
Ooh.
It's the best
Ooh.
wavy chip out there.
You and your wavy chips.
Obviously,
Wow.
it's a Costco staple. If I don't,
Oh my goodness.
if my family
It's
doesn't,
not.
no, it is for my family. If my family
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
get
Because
it,
you go to Costco. That doesn't make. It's not a Costco staple. It's
I
sold
guess-
at every store.
but it's a
Yes.
staple at Costco.
Well, why?
I don't know. It just is.
Wouldn't a Kirkland chips be the
I
staple
don't
at
know. Blake,
Costco?
can I please finish? Ruffles chips, best wavy chip out there, best classic chip out there. Sorry, Lay's,
Wow.
but Ruffles takes the chip, and the cheddar ones are good too. They're really good.
The cheddar and sour cream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, number one. I gotta put Grippo's here, a local favorite. I'm not gonna, try and hurt anyone's feelings, and I feel strongly that they're the best chip I've ever had, and they're just so good. Even though they're spicy, I can always seem to find my way eating more than I thought I did,
Delicious.
and they're very good. Tristan, what do you got at one?
Number one, I'm going with Cool Ranch Doritos. My favorite chips.
Good choice.
That's why they're number one.
No.
I'm gonna have to shake this man. I'm gonna have to
Virtually shake
I'm
hands.
gonna have to virtually shake this man's
That
hand.
leaves such a bad aftertaste. Though.
It
That's
does.
the problem.
No,
It
I don't
does.
think
It
it
does.
And
does.
some of the chips have way too much of that little flavor.
Yeah.
in it.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
like,
what I
it's
love. That's what,
disgusting.
I'm like,
but
No.
but nacho cheese, it's too cheesy. I don't like it being too
Whoa.
cheesy.
That's
Don't-
not true.
Don't hate on nacho cheese now. It's not. It's just not.
But
as good.
I don't. Nacho cheese isn't in my top 10. I'd say. I'm not a big fan.
Oh my god.
I-
Blasphemy.
I'm not a big fan of
Blasphemy.
nacho cheese. It's too cheesy
I thought
for
I
me.
disagreed with Matt.
Because it's
About
it's
it.
basically like Cheetos but on a chip.
No, it doesn't taste
It's
at all
it's
anything like it.
completely different than Cheetos. It's
Yeah,
different
Cheetos are everyone's cheese. They're nacho
Yeah.
cheese.
Nah, no nacho cheese. No nacho cheese
The
for me.
Doritos-
Josh, what do you
Yeah,
have
they
at one?
definitely nacho
Well,
cheese.
number one, this probably isn't going to be a popular pick because it's not on your top 10. I have nacho cheese Doritos.
I like
the
that.
best type
Nope.
of Doritos, the best chips. Definitely my number one. It's a staple for that Dorito brand. It's definitely the face of the Dorito
You ever
brand.
had them on a sandwich after
the
getting out of the pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Of course.
my gosh, nostalgia.
You can't say that's not number one. I'm sorry, but
I like
Yeah,
that.
I did.
I really do like that pick. And with that, that will wrap up the 20th episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast. We
Big
hope
day.
you liked this video.
Also, can I say something, Matt?
Yes.
Thank you guys for 5,000 views.
5.
Thanks for the support. We really
views.
appreciate
We
it.
are only a very long way away from
We are
From
long.
500,000.
200. We're 1/200th away.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
Yeah.
are we?
I don't know.
Just
Yeah.
a lot more episodes.
We
That's
closer.
all.
We were closer than we were 5,000 views ago. And
well, yeah. 'cause-
don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow all of our social medias. We love you guys. Thank you for all your support. 20 episodes could not have happened without you. And remember to get 4% better every day.
See ya.